To port forward a Teamspeak server on Xfinity, you need to understand the basics of port forwarding and how it applies to your router and Teamspeak server. Port forwarding allows you to access your Teamspeak server from outside your network by redirecting incoming traffic on specific ports to your server. First, you need to log in to your Xfinity router. Open a web browser and type the router's IP address, which is usually 10.0.0.1. Enter your username and password to access the router's settings. Once logged in, navigate to the Advanced Settings or Port Forwarding section, depending on your router model. Here, you will create a new port forwarding rule. You will need to specify the protocol, which is usually UDP for Teamspeak, and the external and internal ports. For Teamspeak, the default port is 9987, but you can use any available port. In the rule, enter the IP address of the device running your Teamspeak server. This is usually a static IP address assigned to the device on your network. If you do not have a static IP address, you may need to set one up in your router's settings. After setting up the port forwarding rule, save your changes and restart your router. To test your port forwarding, use an online port checking tool to see if the port is open and accessible from outside your network. Best practices for port forwarding include using a static IP address for your server, limiting the number of open ports to minimize security risks, and regularly checking your port forwarding rules to ensure they are still necessary. By following these steps and best practices, you can successfully port forward your Teamspeak server on Xfinity and access it from anywhere.